the one that I want to talk about, which is actually not covered at all right now, Kane, did you see that Tim Walz called for getting rid of the Electoral College? In a normal election news cycle, this would be breaking news on this would be front page everywhere. We don't have video. This was per a press pool, so we're going to take it for what it's worth. Tim Walz called for the elimination of the Electoral College. I want everyone to listen to this. This is the beginning of what they would do. They would add D.C. and Puerto Rico as states. They'd get rid of the Electoral College. They would add seats to the U.S. Supreme Court. Kane, your reaction to Tim Walz and Kamala Harris saying they want to get rid of the Electoral College?
You know, I'm surprised they said the quiet part out loud. And yeah, people can find, that's a tweet from Charlie. He's got it all laid out. It's a tweet in the stack. It's in the top 10 stories, top 15 stories, so they can see it directly if they go to CFP. You know, it doesn't surprise me. You know, here's the other thing. You and I know that the electoral, regardless of their desire, it's not going to be removed. We're highlighting it. You're highlighting it because we want to show sort of how these people think. That they want to change 240 years of American history in a multitude of ways. So it tends to sort of frighten readers and scare readers, and they think, oh, if Kamala is elected, the Electoral College will disappear. It's not going to happen, but it shows sort of it shows their thinking. It's not, nothing is sacred to these people. All they want to do is cement their ability to win for the next decade after decade after decade. That's why likely they've been allowing in so many illegal aliens, eventually hoping to get some form of amnesty where they can be turned into voters. They want to get rid of the Electoral College. They certainly don't like nine members on the Supreme Court. They want to get rid of the filibuster. You know, I need people to understand. Not only are we going to take the Senate, we're going to add a little buff. I'm pretty sure that there's no way Trump's going to win by 12 in Ohio and that Bernie Moreno is going to lose. There's just absolutely no way. The coattails are strong, and I think we're going to get the win in Montana, obviously. So the point is they aren't going to be able to get rid of the Electoral College, and they won't be able to get rid of the Senate filibuster because we're going to take the Senate. But these are things that Democrats want. So you have to keep them out of power. If they were to go on some sort of winning streak somehow, let's say, right, and get their way up towards 60 senators and maybe 250 members of Congress, these things would pass Congress. Now, some of them would still have to go to the states if it's going to be a constitutional amendment. But the point is, this is their desire. This is what they want to achieve. They're saying it out loud, and hopefully it helps us, it helps us win.
So, Kane, we have the final push here. And by the way, I just want to read some of these emails. Gene said, I voted day one in Missouri, Trump, Trump, Trump. Someone said, I just voted today in Arizona. Someone says, I have a date with my husband on Friday to vote early. Kane, our movement has so much energy that we should give them more days to vote, not less days. In fact, they want to get in as quickly as they can. The Democrats do not come close to us in enthusiasm, spirit, energy. I see a much more sophisticated, a deeper, a more animated movement than anything I saw in 2020. But we must finish. We must chase. We must chase. We must chase. And it's not enough just to go vote. Once you guys vote, go find 100 other people, 10 other people, and get them to go vote. Final thoughts, Kane.
That's right. And, with Arizona early voting starting, and you've done all the groundwork of registering tens of thousands of new voters in Arizona, now you can contact them. Now you can make sure that they're going to vote. On college campuses where early voting has opened, you can now go to those campuses every day and, put up a table, and you can remind kids, to get to vote. There are absolutely, that's why I really like that you embrace the whole sort of, if these are going to be the rules, if early voting and absentee ballots are going to be the rules, then let's win within those rules. That's how all good coaches win games.
Right. And you take advantage of every opportunity. You can complain about the 3-point line. You can complain about the field goal. You can complain about the 2-minute warning. You can complain about remember the forward pass? When they got the forward pass, there were a lot of people complaining, right, Kane? A lot of people complaining. The DH hitter, people were complaining about the shot clock in basketball. I don't make the rules. We can go and fix them. But here's the thing. If you have a DH hitter and a 3-point line and you're able all of a sudden to kick field goals and you have a forward pass and you don't have to drop kick punts, I'm going to play by the rules and I'm going to win, and we're going to beat these people with their own rules. We win, they lose. That's right. The next 30 days.
You adapt. Bobby Knight adapted with the Indiana Hoosiers in 1987. Bob Knight hated the three-point line. Hated it.
Exactly.
He had Steve Alford. We were the number one three-point shooting team in the nation and won the 1987 national championship on a last-second shot over Syracuse.
Not voting early is saying, like, we're only going to shoot layups in the lane because the three-point line is stupid. No. Vote early. Beat them at their own game. We win, they lose.